We are in the fourth quarter of this week's edition of the Countdown to Kickoff show. Al DeMarco along with Steve Budin here. And guys, we've got two more games to go. First one is going to be New England and Philadelphia. Patriots, short week on the road, but of course didn't bother them going on the road when they had that two-game losing streak around their collars 2 Sundays ago, and they upset the New York Jets. You know, they got the job done on Monday night. I opened this show by saying a lot of guys in this business suffer what I call paralysis via overanalysis. To me, you know, I looked at that game and I said, I don't care. Patriots 16, 17, 18, 20. I was laying it with New England. I mean, they did not play well, granted, in that contest, 34-3 win. But I think coming into here, there's a couple of issues. Okay, the Eagles did beat the Giants, pulled off the big upset with Vince Young at quarterback last week. The Giants, that was just a pathetic performance by that team. Couldn't run the ball, couldn't give Eli Manning any pass protection. That's one thing that I think is key here. Is Tom Brady going to get the pass protection? Now, Brady got sacked 3 times by Kansas City, and the Chiefs have no pass rush. So you know the Eagles are going to be teeing off on him in this contest.
Giants, to me, it felt like they just had to show up to win. Just because Vic wasn't in, they were just going to show up, punch a ticket, and win this game. Well, let me tell you something. The Eagles probably haven't played up, well, definitely haven't played up to their form. But you can't just show up and beat the Eagles. They're a tough team on offense and defense. So many different stars they can hit you with. I think that, you know, obviously it's now or never for them. I mean, everyone's already calling for Andy Reid's head. If he wins out and makes the playoff because he gets some help from other teams, maybe he'll stick around another year. Otherwise, it's doomsday for him. I think Philadelphia is going to bring it all. I like Philadelphia here at home. I think they can beat the Patriots. I think they can beat them outright.
It's interesting. You know, Philadelphia is schizophrenic, just like the Baltimore Ravens. You never know what you're going to get. Hell, with Philadelphia, you never know what you're going to get in the fourth quarter. Last week, after 5 straight blown fourth quarter leads, they actually put together a good one. Had a great drive, that 16-play, 80-some yard drive that covered like 8 minutes off the clock that led them to the victory. Problem is at the defense with Philadelphia. They play what they call a wide 9. So you've got your ends way out there. That gives them the advantage on the pass rush. The problem is they're soft up the middle. You can run up the middle. Now, they pinched in, played defensively against the Giants last week, and it worked because the Giants with Brandon Jacobs could not get the ground game going. I think for the game, they only netted out 27 total yards in the contest on the ground. However, New England has a bunch of no-name backs. The Giants didn't have Amon Bradshaw last week, and Brandon Jacobs, to me, I think he's over the hill at this point in his career. I think New England will be able to run on Philadelphia. And the other thing is, the one thing that kills the Eagles defensively over the past few years, when you have a good tight end. And New England has that 2 tight end set. Brady loves going to his tight ends. And I think they have too many offensive weapons for the Eagles to deal with.
The big problem, I think, for the Patriots, though, is this is definitely not a must-win for them. So they can come into this game a little bit relaxed, where the opposite is true for Philadelphia. And sometimes you get a little motivation behind these guys, and it goes a long way. We saw it last week with Philly. They came in playing from the very first down till the last down on both defense and offense. And as bad as their defense may be, didn't look so bad last week from a game, well, certainly from a game planning standpoint and from an execution standpoint. So again, you can bet against the Eagles if you want, but I wouldn't do it this week.
Well, I like the Patriots a little bit. I got to be honest with you guys. This is a game I'm going to watch on TV, like rest of you out there, and just for entertainment purposes. But I do like the Patriots in this particular contest. Hey, before we get to your final game on Pittsburgh and Kansas City, and I know you guys are just dying to get to the preview of that one, let me just remind you, you know, guys, I think that we have the best scores and odds platform online, period. It's something that I was personally involved in the design of because I wanted to see what I wanted to find on a scores and odds site.
That you just can't find anywhere else.
Exactly.
Because they'll give you all this nonsense that you really don't need, but the scores and the odds, forget it.
You know, the scores are fast. I don't believe, personally, I do not believe that you will find faster scores anywhere online, and I'm talking about any sport. But also, it's the breadth of the number of sports books, so you can see the line moves through the day. You can see in Vegas books, offshore books, the premier books, you can get a true line measure as well.
And a lot of people don't understand, even if you're not in Vegas, even if you don't have access to all the different sports books that are being shown, It doesn't matter, because if you're between two different games and you're looking for that little extra help, knowing the line moves, knowing where the line started and where it ends may just be that little bit of information that you need to put you over the top in your decision-making process. At the end of the day, the more information you have, the better.
And guys, listen, right now, you know, for free, you can click on Scores and Odds, and you will see the opening line, the top Vegas line, and 3 or 4 offshore books lines as well. Once you become a customer of anything here at the site, understand that then you automatically get free access as well when you buy a package to all the other lines. You basically have your own personalized line service here. And the other thing, you got to check it out, guys, via your smartphone. You are not going to find a better mobile platform for the display of Scores and Odds than we have, and it's free.
And the speed is amazing. I've been in a Vegas book with our, platform up on my phone, and as they change that line in the book, boom, it comes right on the phone within 30 seconds. It's unbelievable.
So, guys, check that out as well. Final game, let's get to it. Pittsburgh and Kansas City. The Steelers are the big road favorite. I almost said the Pirates. I think the Pirates could probably cover this number as
Definitely.
well. I mean, Tyler Palko was, well, what did you expect? He was Tyler Palko on Monday night. 3 interceptions, 25 for 38, playing
But yet, Tim
behind.
Tebow's not good enough to be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, but Tyler Palko, who bounced out of the UFL, the CFL, the NFL, if there were any other leagues, he would have bounced out of them as well. Now I pissed off everybody in Kansas City. But listen, bottom line is the Chiefs, whether it was Matt Castle or Tyler Palko, they have scored a total of 16 points in the last 3 games. They've only covered 3 of their last 12 or 3 of their last 9 at Arrowhead. Now, Pittsburgh has been inconsistent certainly this season, but they have historically been a second-half team. Ben has had the extra week to deal with that broken thumb. He's played with one before, back in 2005 as well when they won the Super Bowl. They have only gone 7-8 ATS their last 15 as a road favorite, but coming off the bye, I say you have to lay the points here, maybe look at the under as well.
Yeah, they lost twice to the Ravens this year, Pittsburgh. They're not really looking for any more losses. Why wouldn't Pittsburgh do to KC what New England just did to KC? It's the same scenario. We just watched this play out. We talk about it all the time on the show. People are just so scared when something looks so easy. And that's why the bookmakers have such an advantage, because even when you have a game that's so unevenly matched and so one-sided, people still don't know what to do.
Exactly. So I say go ahead and lay it. I think you were in agreement.
100%.
And guys, that'll do it for this week's show. Remember, you can catch the show in its entirety right here at the website. Also, remember, I have a daily video report, which is free. No registration, no purchase necessary. I break down all the games from you from a point spread perspective, give you free picks from all the sports, and that's available online as well. So that'll do it for this week, guys. We will catch you next week on the Countdown to Kickoff program.